Appendix 1, Ahuna Veitigata, Song 1, I Humbly Pray, GISTS. Asho Zarathustra begins his song's original nature with a humble prayer in the presence of God. He prays in earnest for divine inspiration, the very message he has to proclaim. He has the mission and he is dedicated to it. It is to please God and to serve to promote the living world. He has his companions pray for both mental and material blessings with a long life, only to spread the divine message to all and even convince the barbarian and unruly to listen to it and to make a right choice. They are careful not to violate any divine principle. They want to establish the life on the primal basis of the divine order of righteousness, good mind, and serenity. They pray for it and know well that powers with a noble purpose are heard and answered. Song 2, the choice of Asho Zarathustra as the Lord and leader of the world. Introduction. The second song of the Gathas is an interesting play. It provides the reason why Asho Zarathustra was chosen by the living world as the Lord and leader exclusively on the basis of his righteousness and competence. The play is not only the oldest Indo-Iranian play on record, approximately 3,700 years old, but one can even go further to state that it is the oldest dramatic poem in the world, which survives in the very words of the author, the hero of the play, Zarathustra, Svatama. Commentary. Might is right in the living world. The strong are oppressing the weak and depriving them of their legitimate rights. It is a world of survival of the fittest rather the strongest. The law is perhaps good for the jungle, but man has outgrown being a mere animal. He is a creator now. He has discovered how to make fire. He has discovered metals and learned how to mold them into instruments. He has invented many articles. These discoveries have made him very powerful. He can make wonderful things, and equally, he can destroy these wonderful things. His destructive aspect poses a great threat, not only to his own existence, but to all of life on the good earth. Therefore, the law of the survival of the strongest cannot hold true any longer. With wonder weapons in hand, now weaklings can wipe out the fittest, the strongest, and the finest. However, man, the creator, has a very clear and strong thinking faculty. He can be guided by his good mind to be always constructive. His good mind must, therefore, be trained and strengthened to be his only guide. He must do things right. He must be taught that might is not right, but that right is might. The living world will survive only if a man is guided by his good mind. There must be a radical change, a turning point. Wisdom should take over and lead force and power. Only the wise and benevolent should be lords and leaders of the world. This requires two things: power to repel aggression and control oppression, and wisdom to eliminate them and promote permanent peace and prosperity. The living world, therefore, is in dire need of a person who can comply with these two requirements. That person in the play is Asho Zarathustra. He is the person who seeks to bring in the new change and introduce complete departure from the past policy of senselessness, force, and aggression. He is naturally chosen by the free living rather than thinking world, both as the Lord and the leader. It is, after understanding the play, that one realizes the true significance of Ahuna Veria, or Yata Ahu, the opening yet outstanding stanza of the first Gata Ahuna Veti, meaning the song which contains Ahuna Veria, the stanza of the choice of the Lord. Let us now turn to it. Both the Lord and the leader are to be chosen because of their righteousness. These two appointments are made with good mind, so that the acts of life are done for the wise one, and the dominion of God is well established, in which the chosen person becomes the rehabilitator of the rightful who are oppressed. The short stanza of 20 words and 2 particles encapsulates the spirit of the entire Gathas. It emphasizes that both the Lord and the leader, required to transform the world into a divine dominion, should be chosen only on the criterion of their righteousness and precision. The choice is made by good thinking and correct judgment, an act that helps one dedicate his or her very life to God and thus work toward establishing the chosen dominion, in which there would remain no oppression and thus none oppressed. It is a unique formula for a divinely inspired sound democracy which promises mental and material peace and prosperity for all. The emphasis is on Verio, to be chosen, worthy of election, Ashat Chit Hachao, only on account of righteousness, Venuous Menango of good mind, based on good thinking. Shautratanana, Angoish, acts of life. Mazdai, for the wise one. Shatram Chare, the kingdom, belongs to Lord Dadat Vastana, appointed or habilitator, given a settlement. Jigabiao, to the wrongfully restrained and oppressed righteous. Keeping the above points, we can realize the significance of the entire song and is the basis for evolving a peaceful world. It provides us with the freedom to choose our spiritual and physical leader and then work with him or her to create the world which we have all along been desiring. That is the reason that Avesta lays the highest emphasis on a Hunavarial formula. According to it, it concerns the principles which lead to the salvation, the best life, the best righteousness, the best enlightenment. Should the material world understand it, memorize it, it would lead to immortality. Asna 19, an Avestan commentary on Ahuna Varial.